Peace, love, and light collective. Welcome back to Cusp for our full moon energy. This is a full moon eclipse. For this full moon eclipse, okay, we're going to take a look into what chakras are really active right now. What can we tap into in order to get into alignment with this energy, to utilize this energy to its fullest capacity. All right. If you are new to my channel, please make sure you read through the description box. It's going to have everything you need to know in order to get the most out of my readings. Okay. There is also a quick reference guide to the 7 main chakras that we'll be talking about today at the bottom of that description box. Okay. So if you ever get lost on any chakras I'm talking about, make sure you check out the reference guide at the bottom for your own aid and good, okay? Well, we are going to get into our prayer as we do before every reading here at Cusp of Roses, okay? This is an opportunity for everybody to ground their energy so you can pray along with me, do your own prayers, intentions, affirmations, meditations, mantras, whatever you really need to do to connect with your higher self, or you can have a moment of silence. Those are all very valid ways of connecting up and in. So go ahead and choose which one works best for you, and we will get started. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own Divine Ancestral Council, and all Archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the collective for our full moon energy check-in reading and chakra tune in reading. We thank you so much for grounding us all in our own energies and frequencies and opening us up to the most important messages based in truth, light, wisdom for our overall growth, prosperity, abundance, ascension, personal development, joy, and happiness under this full moon eclipse energy in Taurus and Gemini. We thank you so much, Divine Ancestors, for covering us in your love, light, and mercy, for lifting us up in courage and strength every single day, and for communicating with us through signs, synchronicities, and dreams to keep us in alignment with our destined path. We are so grateful for your presence in our lives and for walking with us, not only in this lifetime, but beyond it. We love you so much, and so it is. All right. Let's get into this. Okay, we got a new oracle deck as well, but we will be starting out with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle just to see what chakras we need to focus in on under this full moon eclipse energy in Taurus and Gemini. Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. Okay, and they're just telling me to kind of do this for a little while. Again, I hope all this energy, is really helping you guys dig deep into the fullness of who you are. Ooh, very beautiful. Okay. That seems to be kind of the theme under this moon. Ooh, interesting. All right. I'm going to organize these in order and we will start here. Okay, completion is at foot here, sacral chakra. All right, there is some emotional completion. This definitely ties into the energy we pulled for the daily reading. Okay, so make sure you check that out as well. But this is our sacral chakra. It is orange. It is 2 inches below our belly button. Okay. This talks about really allowing some emotional cycles to completely come to an end, finally releasing and letting go of, it talks about, right, this is a widower, right, someone who has lost a partner to war and really have to be at peace with the situation, right, having survived your partner. So it's really being at peace with not having certain pathways, certain lifestyles, certain dreams, certain outcomes that maybe we were emotionally attached to not actually happen, right? Because of free will, people, events, things can kind of just switch things around, right? Or people have the choice to live differently, right, than we expect them to. So this really does feel like letting go of any emotional expectations, really allowing peace to kind of fill you here. Okay, and to find that sense of acceptance emotionally around what has happened and what is in the now moment. Not what could be or what could have been or what should have been, right? But what is in the now moment. That seems very, very important, okay? We're then going to move on up into the throat chakra here. This is impatience, okay? Take your time, collective, with really getting the exact words that you want to manifest with, okay? This feels like possibly, yeah, it's like making sure that you are allowing the divine timing. And I know that that's like kind of a very popular and or a trendy word right now or phrase right now, but it is also real, right? It's understanding that our will and what we desire and when we want it, right, is rarely, okay, rarely in alignment with the actual patterning or what the divine would have for us in these now moments, okay? So it's really allowing this co-creative energy, right? We talk about that a lot on this channel, with the divine to guide you in a way, like rather than overthink, right, what it is you need to say or how you need to say it, or really getting too caught up or even a little impatient on, okay, how to go ahead and like ground it in now. Like for some of you, it's like this throat chakra energy of, yeah, thank you, divine. Making sure that you're opening up your mind, right, before you actually articulate what it is you want. Making sure that you're actually thinking it through, right? Really digging deep into those emotions, really digging deep into your heart space to really make sure that what it is you claim you want is exactly what you want, okay? And also not being too hesitant to say you want something different, okay? But impatience overall, it is just really wanting to kind of jump into that new timeline. Like I said, there are some emotional cycles ending, right? And for some of you, this is a long time coming. Others of you, this might be rapid and quick, okay? But there's a need to be patient with what you express. Like really take the time to make sure that what you're saying, what you're speaking, what you're articulating is truly coming from a place of balance and a place of co-creation with the universe, okay? Speaking of balance, here we go right here in our third eye chakra. I talked about our third eye chakra today in our daily balance reading because it felt like that collective really needed to tap in, open up, and tune that third eye to be able to break through some sort of barriers here. So some of you have really been dealing with emotional barriers and blockages, okay? Some of you have been impatient in that ending cycle, like really wanting those emotional blocks to kind of move away so you can start manifesting, so you can get to the new, you can get to the good. But there's an honor here, right? There's a sense of honor, there's a need for honor as this emotional cycle ends, okay? So have patience with yourself and the cycles that you are going through, okay? Because it's all bringing in balance, all right? This talks about being able to see the compromise, the middle ground in everything, right? You're not shut off to anyone else's point of view, but you still very much so have your own vision in mind, okay? Again, I feel like this is just a lot of us really needing to balance out our third eye so that what we are seeing beyond the veil is in fact in alignment with what the divine wants for us, right? And isn't attached to any old or outdated outcomes, right? Or paradigms or perspectives that truly no longer align with how we really feel. So it feels like this full moon energy is really getting the collective to be honest and intuitive and almost introspective about what you truly feel and what you truly desire here, and making sure that how you're communicating what you feel is keeping you in alignment with what you desire, is keeping a sense of balance in your vision and perspective, so that we're not living too far ahead of ourselves, right, energetically, but we're not stuck back here in the past, right? That we're able to meet every moment in its present time, to be able to manifest, to cultivate, and to build off of that, okay? This is despondence. This is also in the third eye. It does feel like under this full moon energy, we are going to start seeing a bit of a shift in the collective from those that have invested wisely or invested in themselves or have done the work to cleanse, purify, right, release and let go and grow and accept. and change and alter what they need to alter in order to be in alignment, and those that might struggle with it a little bit, or for even those that don't necessarily believe in that work, because again, this is not for everybody, right? You are totally entitled and have the right to your own opinion, your own viewpoints. Again, please remember that tarot is just a tool, okay, for you to sharpen your own discernment. All right, it's not for you to tell anyone, it's not to tell anybody what to do. It's for you to receive the energy and decipher, okay, that is for me, or you know what, no, that doesn't align with me, and both are fine and dandy and good, okay? But there's just going to be a little bit more of a starker contrast between those that are on that path of doing the soul healing, doing the self-healing, doing the community healing, doing the family healing, right? The bloodline healing, all of that healing energy work, and those that are still in some sort of opposition to introspection, looking in at themselves and putting in that work for them. Okay, so don't be discouraged if people around you, collective, are not really understanding maybe why you're manifesting under a full moon, or why you're journaling and scripting, and why you are going deep within your own emotions to end cycles. Like, don't be alarmed if people don't understand. Okay, again, you're coming into a deeper balance within your own third eye chakra so that you can see evenly beyond the veil, that it's not too much dark and it's not too much light, right? There's that balance. And so I do encourage this collective here that I am tapped into to just don't be startled, rocked, shaken up by anyone else's projection of what you need to be doing, what you should be doing, how you should feel, what you need to look for, all of that. Go with your gut here. Trust your own internal voice, because you have a unique frequency. Everyone else has a unique frequency. And the more you tune in to your own unique vibration, right? The easier, the smoother, the more, even sometimes, the more grounded, right, you actually become in your own visions, in your own truth, in your own identity, right? Which then alters the frequency of everyone around you for the better. Okay, so keep focusing in on that good work, collective, okay, because those ripple effects are real, all right? So it looks like this full moon in Gemini is definitely tapping us into our sacral chakra, really getting us through our throat chakra and bringing some sort of balance, or actually bringing it a little bit more patience to our throat chakra, right? Where we're taking the time to really use proper wording, right? To really articulate and speak to what we want and not to what we don't. And bringing in balance to our own vision through our third eyes here, okay? Let's go ahead and dig a little deeper into this with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. All right, thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What does the collective need to know about the sacral chakra? Perfect. Okay. First card that dropped out, sacral chakra energy. I love when this happens. I kind of nerd out when they match out like that. But look at that. Beautiful. Two of Wands. Okay. So really and truly, these emotional completions, these cycles that are coming to an end, these sacral chakra blocks, right, that keep your solar plexus at alignment, right, your life force, your life energy, and then that alters your heart chakra, and then that gets your throat chakra off, and then all the way up, right? So the more you build on those foundational chakras, the stronger they become, the more grounded they become, the more power you have to manifest what you want, okay? It does feel like, again, once these emotional cycles come to a completion, there will be these new pathways, collective, that you are going to have to choose from, right? Do I want to pursue this? Do I want to pursue that? Do I want to move forward in this way? Do I want to move forward in that way? That is this Two of Wands energy. So really digging into your sacral chakra under this full moon, balancing it out, is going to be very helpful and beneficial. So for those of you that might be new to my channel, if you go to my homepage, I do have a playlist of different meditation music styles, right? Or different types of meditation. There is a whole playlist for chakra meditations if you're new to chakras and just want to check those out, okay? So make sure you look and see what might resonate with you there. But yeah, again, like I said, full energy, root chakra, okay? New beginnings here. So this is what you're trying to manifest. So what's coming out of these endings in your emotional cycles is a new opportunity, a new spiritual journey, right? A new lightheartedness, a new air about your energy, a new optimism, all right? That's actually going to help you and move you out of, for some of you, this blocked heart chakra. Because what was happening, I feel, and I kind of sense, it's like whatever you might have been holding on to or not allowing to complete as far as your emotional cycles go was blocking your heart chakra from actually receiving and giving abundance. Because that's exactly where we receive and give abundance from, the center, right? We all lead with our heart. That is the goal here, to tap in deep into that heart energy, that universal love energy. So when your emotions are all over the place, or when you have unhealed trauma trapped into your sacral chakra, things that need to come to completion, things that you need to face, it will close your heart off to, again, to not be able to receive or give. All right, so just be mindful of that. That sacral chakra healing is going to definitely open up that heart chakra for you, and maybe even help you realize, right, where you had the opportunity for new beginnings, right? Or now to be able to better recognize opportunities to give your heart, okay? To receive even, all right? There's a lot here. There's a lot here, but we are going to go ahead and move forward into our throat chakra energy. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful messages for the collective. What do we need to know about our throat chakra? Awesome. Look at that. Ace of Swords. Clarity. I love this. Thank you so much, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ace of Swords talks about clearing up communication issues. Okay, it also is a gift from the divine. So like I said, this impatience, maybe you've been waiting to say something, you've been waiting to speak on how you feel, you've been trying and searching for the words to say, right? Like I said, some of you are really, really looking and studying into, I want to say the right words to manifest the right things, or there's a need to pay attention to the words that you use, okay? And make sure that the words that you're wielding with this sword aren't coming from a place of fear, abandonment, worry, or guilt, or shame, okay? If those feelings do arise, there is no problem with that, but that's your work, right, collective? That's what you want to pay attention to. That's what you want to dig in and heal and ground in, so that when you do articulate yourself, when the divine does lay their hands on you in order for you to share your voice, share your light, share your thoughts from your God center, that's your throat chakra, okay? That vibration that resonates from your vocal cords, you want that to be in alignment with divine love. You want that to be in alignment with the energy of love. Okay, so just being mindful that you're not manifesting anything you don't want out of impatience. Okay, so there's a need to really be grounded and rooted in your truth here with the Ace of Swords in order to articulate that truth when the time comes. Okay, we also have the Six of Coins. This is third eye chakra energy. And again, like I said, that art of giving and receiving, right? Making sure that what you are planting out into the world, right, what you're aligning your vision with is something that is not only going to benefit you, but benefit your environment. Okay, that there is some sort of symbiotic, reciprocal relationship that you're building with the universe, that you're building with your intentions that you set, that you're building with the words that you speak. Okay? Because ultimately, again, the sense of abundance, the sense of karmic balance is the Six of Pentacles card. Okay? Being able to see what is worthy of your time, being able to see what isn't worthy of your time. Okay, being in a position here where you can give, right? And also open to receive. So it goes both ways here. And it almost feels like, collective, that this grounding in your truth could also be what might be blocking you from receiving some sort of karmic balance here, or some sort of support. Whether that's from the universe, whether that is from a job, whether that is from your family or a friend or community, okay? There is some truth that you're really needing to sort through and stand firm on and truly understand and deeply understand. in order to be in alignment with this Six of Pentacles, okay? All right, let's go ahead and look into balance. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What does the collective need to know about balance in the third eye chakra under this full moon energy? Thank you so much. What does this collective need to know about balance? All right, thank you. Ooh, look at that. More sacral chakra energy here with the strength card. Okay, so if you have Leo in your chart, your third eye is going to be super, super important to you during this full moon energy, okay? Over the next 2 weeks, I really want you guys to dig deep into that energy. But again, it's like ending those emotional cycles. Truly bring out this sense of power, this sense of strength within this collective, which is going to bring then balance to your vision through your third eye, to what you do see beyond the veil, beyond your current environment. Okay. Again, this is also pulling me into that need to stand firm on what you see and to not be rocked or shaken if your vision doesn't align with someone else's vision. Right? If what you see for yourself doesn't align with what your family sees for you, what your friends see for you, what your community, your partners, your lovers see for you, this is you having the fortitude and the emotional girth, okay, to really stand in, walk in, and lead with your own vision, your own intuition, okay? Some of you guys, your third eye, your ability to receive and be intuitive is actually strengthening under this full moon, okay? Because you're doing this emotional clearing. So that's going to be a new wave of energy for that collective. Yeah, Queen of Coins energy, more third eye chakra, okay? Again, so where we're learning that balance of reciprocity, right? The art of giving and receiving with the Six of Pentacles. You're mastering that as a Queen of Coins, where maybe this collective, because of your strength, okay? Because of maybe a strong streak of independence, possibly, okay? It might have been a little difficult for you to get into this Queen of Pentacles energy where you are open to receiving, right? Where you have the patience, because we do have impatience here on the board, where you have the patience to not only invest in yourself, but to invest in others, invest in your community, and know and learn how to nurture your investments. Because I'm also getting this energy where the collective, you would have strong visions of what you want, what you desire, but would allow outside opinion to get you not to nurture it, or to get you to look at it differently, or from their point of view, or through their lens and their eyes, which then alters the alignment that the divine was trying to set you up with here. So I feel like a lot of the collective is going to be overcoming that desire for external validation when it comes to their own intuitive abilities or your own vision, what you're seeing and what the divine is downloading into you specifically, because it's for you specifically, okay? Very beautiful. Wow. And then look at that. The world. Come on now. So this is full chakra alignment on top of balance in your third eye. So for some of you, it's like your third eye is that last chakra that really needs to come into balance and into harmony with your other chakras in order for you to truly complete or put an end to a cycle here. Right? Again, a cycle of needing some sort of external validation, needing to have your visions confirmed by others, right? So for some of you, this is like an increase in faith that's actually happening under this full moon. That's absolutely beautiful. To be able to increase your faith in what you see and what the divine is telling you to do, regardless of what is being done around you or the thoughts around you, right? Or what's being projected onto you. Being very mindful of your own intuitive power, being very mindful of the gifts the divine has blessed you with, in order for you to find stability, in order for you to grow, right? In order for you to complete what your soul is here to complete. Every soul mission is unique to each person, okay? So collective, you really are getting in tune and in alignment with completing a major soul lesson here. In order for you to, start all over, right? Back at that root chakra and learn something new, all right? Very beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and look into this last third eye energy. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What does the collective need to know about despondence in the third eye? What does the collective need to know about despondence in the third eye? What does the collective need to know about despondence in the third eye? Thank you. Wow, look at that. 10 of Wands, exactly. So it may feel like, collective, that as you are growing, as you are healing yourself, as you're ascending your soul and doing your work, like we said, right? That there may be others, right, who haven't put in that time, or maybe don't even understand why you are doing all this work to heal yourself, right? Or could, again, those projections. And it may make you feel like you're at this alone, right? That you're carrying the weight of all this growth, of all the, generational cycles on your shoulder. And that might actually be true. Okay, collective, you might be the one, the chosen one in your family, in your bloodline, to overcome certain things, to get that energy, that DNA back on track. Okay? But ultimately, this is in your solar plexus. Okay? So your will to carry this thing through, your will to complete your growth cycles, to learn what you need to learn, to grow and ascend in accordance with divine timing, right? And in accordance with the lessons that you're learning. That yes, although it might be a heavy burden, there's a need to start delegating, okay? For some of you, this is just really needing to hand things off to the divine, like you've done a wonderful job, and now it's time to say, okay, divine, I need help here, right? So that you don't feel like you're carrying it all on your own. But ultimately, it does feel like a very strong will to see something through, okay? And maybe there might be others who could be, I won't say intimidated, but just not so happy that you have the strength and you have the power to see this thing through on your own, right? That you don't necessarily need the support of others, although it would be great, right? The 10 of Wands also could talk about a little bit of like people pleasing here. So just be mindful, collective, that you're not absorbing the energy from other people, again, from those that might be looking on or looking into your journey, and not shedding light, not sending love, right? Maybe projecting their own fears or their own limitations onto you. There's a need to just be mindful that you're not absorbing their lack of will to do the work, okay? That you are remaining strong right here in your own energy to see whatever balance, whatever completion is happening for you all the way through here. All right, so you have the strength to do so, collective. You definitely do. Then we have the Knight of Coins, okay? Throat chakra energy. I'm getting this energy too where it's like some of the collective might be up against that energy of, oh, you're putting too much time into this, or why, like, again, why are you doing all this soul work? Why are you trying to heal? Why, like, aren't you tired? Just give it a rest. Why don't you stop? It's like constant discouragement, okay? But here in this Knight of Coins, it's understanding that this process is a process, right? It's not something that will happen overnight. You didn't get to where you are, collective, overnight. Right? You've put in that diligent, steady, steadfast work, right? Understanding that a little bit at a time, 1 foot in front of the other, 1 day at a time, 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time if you have to, right? But that determination to see it through, okay, is what's super important here. So again, I feel like this is also connecting back into the impatience card, right? With the throat chakra. Knowing that you will get to your destination, right? You will complete your journey, but to really enjoy the travel to that, right? Enjoy the process. And making sure that, again, you're not rushing your manifestations with how you're talking, with how you're speaking, okay? That you're taking the time to truly invest positive words into your soul, positive energy into your environment, okay? But you're also taking the time to acknowledge that there is shadow, right? Because too much light makes you blind, too much darkness overtakes you and overwhelms you, right? There needs to be that sense of balance. But there's also this need to remember that things take time. So you could even be saying, I can even feel it like, well, I've been trying to manifest this one thing for so long. I say the right things, I do my intentions, I do my affirmations, I journal it out, and it still hasn't come yet. Why? For some of you, this is a need to really understand that the growth that's actually happening is internal, and there aren't going to be major cues or keys or clues outside of you to show you how much you're growing internally, right? So this feels like a sense of like exponential growth where it's a steady incline, but it's consistent. Okay, so there's a high level of consistency here that this collective I'm tapped into is definitely showing and exhibiting out. I want to pull one more here. Thank you so much, Divine. What's the overall for despondence in the third eye? What's the overall for the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Coins? Yeah, oh, I love that. Thank you, Divine. The Seven of Coins, crown chakra energy. Okay, this is really what I'm saying, collective. You're doing the work. You are on par. You are in alignment. You have invested yourself wisely. Okay, and how you've done so, right, is one pentacle at a time, one step at a time with that Knight of Coins, and understanding that, yeah, at times you may have to carry the weight, right? But it's also being aware that you're not absorbing the negativity of those around you, those who aren't putting in that work. Okay, like I said, there's going to be a shift under this full moon with this eclipse season, right? You're going to be shifting further and further from those that no longer resonate with your energy, no longer can carry this full energy of life force, right? This is solar plexus energy. So those who do not have the will, the same vision, the same determination here with the Knight of Coins to see something through, to nurture and cultivate their investments like we talked about earlier. Okay, so this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So do not worry. This is like really telling me to have patience with yourself, have patience with your process. Like I said, a lot of you are doing a lot of internal work that you're not going to necessarily see the rewards of or the confirmation that it's actually happening or working outside of yourself. It's an intuitive knowing. It's an internal understanding. You'll sense it. You'll feel it. You'll be in the same places, but it'll look different. It'll feel different. You'll be talking to the same people, but it'll feel different. It'll sound different. The frequency will be different. That's how you know that you're doing the work, okay? So I really want this collective here to just give yourself grace, okay? Give yourself enough room to truly feel and to truly just be in the energy and the growth. Like I said, you guys have come so far. Even I've been doing this for over a year now, and just even from the beginning, chakra energy we used to do, you guys are just growing at such a beautiful rate, and I'm so grateful to read and resonate with so many of you out here, okay? We're going to go ahead and end on some angel guide oracles. This is an oracle deck by Kyle Gray. Okay, this is a new deck of mine, all right, that I'm excited to get into. But let's just see what the angels want us to know and what they have to say in the now moment in regards to this full moon energy, this eclipse. What do we need to know, angels? Okay. What does this collective need to know? Thank you so much. According to this full moon energy, in connection with this full moon energy, what do we need to know? All right. Beautiful. Okay, so the only card that flipped over here, wow, was this energy of no. Okay, so for some of you, if there was a question that you asked or a thought that you had or something you were a little indecisive on, the answer is no from the angels. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so again, for some of you, this is that energy of like really needing to set boundaries with the energy around you. So those that might still be pulling on your energy, right? Those that you feel a little drained around, it's okay to say no, right? With that 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's okay to say no to others. You don't have to please everyone. Your journey, your life, and your purpose is not going to please everyone, okay? We also have honesty and communication, definitely represented by this Ace of Swords, right? Okay. Again, really being able to articulate what you honestly feel, right? And really aligning your words with the communication that is going to benefit not only yourself, but others, right? And your own manifestation. So just being mindful of your own self-talk here. Yeah, we also have strength and guidance. Very, very beautiful. Okay. Very, very beautiful. For some of you, okay, no, they want me to leave that alone. Fine. Again, your third eye, your higher self is all guiding you to this, okay? Through this growth, through this prosperity, through this ascension. You have the strength, the courage to do it, okay? So continue to believe in yourself, collective, okay? Yeah, and then it's like, take a step back. Exactly. Take a step back. Take time for yourself, okay? Make sure you're not absorbing other people's energy. This is a really time to get in tune with your voice, your frequency, like we talked about earlier, and make sure your heart chakra is in alignment with the abundance that you know you deserve, you know you desire, okay? Very, very beautiful. Alrighty, collective, this has been your chakra tune-in reading for our full moon in Taurus and Gemini. I hope you found this helpful, insightful, and filled with confirmation for whatever you may be feeling under this full moon energy. Definitely let me know if you've gotten your own downloads or anything that's coming up for you in the comment section below, okay? I will be posting our oracle cards over on our Instagram page at Cusp of Roses. That link is in my description box. It's also in the banner on my homepage, but I'd love to see you guys over there. Leave your favorite emojis under any posts that really resonate with you so I know you're coming from YouTube. And I will see you all in our next reading, okay? Happy full moon to all of you and enjoy this energy. Namaste.